Okay.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Hey,
Grand
great,
Rising. Happy
great
Thursday,
day.
beautiful people.
Rise up, beautiful people. Everyone, I'm wonderful. And I see Madeline. Good day, good day. Good to see you. And great day, Grand Rising, Queen Aduni, Grand Rising, Mama, Creative Queen at Miss Evelyn. And great day, Jackie. I guess I could put on my glasses. Um, Welcome to Grand Rising Elizabeth. Today is the day that the Most High has given us, December the 8th, Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. We are in the gaze and the glow of the full moon. I hope y'all are releasing and letting go and allowing. So this is Run. This is our Thursday with Nawili, myself, Lillie B, who is
Hey, how
also
are you
on
guys
the
doing?
call. So
Yeah.
welcome. Yes. And we have a special guest today. Um, Detroit has been so wonderful to me. Thank you, God, because I am my new title I've been given is a vibe rider. So I ride the vibe and I walk. I go to different events and I meet the most astounding, wonderful, amazing people. So one of our guests that we're going to have on is one of those amazing people I met on one of my eves out here in Detroit. So without further ado, I'm going to get us started here. We're going to start with a little pranayama, which is conscious breathing. And so I'm just asking everyone to just close their eyes, to release. Let's turn within and give ourselves this precious gift of this second, this moment, this hour into our day. And whatever is the most comfortable position, if you're lying on your back, if you're sitting up, just either relax your palms at your lap, either open in a receptive receiving mode, or if you're in the space where you are needing, allowing, sensing, and knowing there's a groundedness that needs to occur through you and as you, place your palms downward. So on either position is perfectly fine. With our eyes closed, we're going to focus our attention right between the two eyebrows at what we call the third eye, and we also call it the brow point. And as we focus there to our third eye, our place of intuitive knowingness, that place in space where we get it and it gets us, and we remember who we are in this moment, remembering we are beloveds of the Most High, remembering that we are born in this moment, we are alive in this moment, and we woke up this day. And as we focus our attention there, we're going to be doing some breathing in and out of our nostrils, in our nostrils, and also out of our mouth. So, without, we're going to begin, and I'm going to count, and we're going to do what we call the 4-4-4-4 breath series or exercise. So, we're going to inhale 4 counts. We'll hold the breath or suspend it for 4 counts, and then we'll exhale, release the breath for 4 counts, and then we'll just pause for 4 counts. I'm going to grab my little timer, and we're going to do it for a couple of minutes. And with our eyes closed, I'm going to count and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Relax. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. Relax. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend. 1, 2, 3, 4. exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax and pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Relax. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 3, 4. And relax. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, and 4. And inhale through your nostrils. And exhale through your mouth with a ah. And with this place and space we are establishing right now as Grand Rising Elizabeth time, we give thanks for this moment, for this place and space within us, without. And we just know that we are lifted up as we individually and collectively come together. We are blessed in this moment and we go forth being a blessing this day to everything, everyone, seeing the face of the divine in everyone who we meet, greet, no matter what. And as we see this place and space called the face of the divine, we just give thanks for that place and space where we know that love, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance, harmony, balance are all present. We give thanks for this place where we know that we rise up and that we are enough, that we are worthy, we are deserving. And we go forth stepping high in this consciousness of love and light this day, joyfully celebrating another day in our lives, another day on the planet, another day to be a better version of who we are. For we are blessed, we are favored, we are loved, we are loving, and we are lovable. And in this moment, I do give thanks, I release it, I lovingly, joyfully let it go. And so it is, so be it. Satnam, Amen, Ashe, Namaste, Hallelujah. Okay. Alrighty. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. So, I'm going to go to my favorite book that I always go to, Daily Om. Feel like I'm doing a commercial or ad, but I really like this book, Daily Om, and I'm gonna just flip through it and see what I will read and share with everyone today. Okay, fully committed to now. That sounds like us.
Yep.
Why we are not shown the big picture. Sometimes we may find ourselves wishing we knew what our lives were going to look like or what gifts and challenges were going to be presented to us in the coming months or years. Wow. We may want to know if the relationship we are in now will go the distance or if our goals will be realized. Perhaps we feel as if we need help making a decision and we want to know, excuse me, know which choice will work out best. We may consult psychics, tarot cards, our dreams, and many other sources in the hopes of finding out what the future holds. Usually, at most, we may catch glimpses. And even though we think that we would like to know the whole story in all its details, the truth is that we would probably be overwhelmed and exhausted if we were aware of everything that's going to happen to us. Amen on that one. Just think of your life as you have lived it up to this point. If you are like most of us, you've probably done and faced more than you could ever have imagined. If someone had told you as a child about all the jobs and relationships you would experience, along with each one's inherent ups and downs, you would have become overwhelmed.
Mhm.
With your head full of information about the future, you would have had a very hard time experiencing your life in the present moment, which is where everything actually happens. In many ways, not knowing what the future has in store brings out the qualities you, me, us need to grow.
Mhm.
For example, it would have been difficult to commit yourself to certain people or projects if you knew they would not ultimately work out. Yet it was through your dedication to seeing them through that you experienced the lessons you needed to grow. Mm, thank you. Looking back on your life, you would very likely be hard pressed to say that anything in your past should not have happened. In fact, your most challenging experiences with their inevitable lessons may have ultimately brought you the greatest rewards. Not knowing the future helps us just where we need to be, fully committed and in the present moment. Oh my God, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
so thank you. I needed to hear that too.
Yep.
More than I'm sure we're getting a lot. Y'all are saying amen and a woman tapping on that one.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes.
You never
Did you
know
do?
what you need. Yes, Lily.
Oh, I was saying, did you read that 2 times already? I'm
Lily.
sorry. Okay.
No.
You want
Did
her
Oh,
you
to
read
read
it?
it again?
did I read it two
Yes. Did
times?
you?
You said.
Yes.
Read it.
Oh, sure,
Read it again, honey.
Oh,
Read
could
it
sure.
you please
again.
read that
Okay.
again? I'm sorry.
All right. One more time.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay. Here we go. Fully committed. Okay. Fully committed to now. Why we are not shown the big picture. Sometimes, okay, so I'm just gonna put a footnote there because I see life sometimes as we're the primary character or we are the supporting actors, actresses. We are also the person when it comes on the big screen, which we have produced, directed it. We have also, we are the creator, co-creator, if you want to see it. We are also the person who, when you come up to the box office, is selling the ticket. We are the usher. We're the person who's running the film. So that's my idea of our lives. So when it said to the big picture, that picture came up. Sometimes we may find ourselves wishing we knew what our lives were going to look like or what gifts and challenges were going to be presented to us in the coming months or years. We may want to know if the relationship we are in now will go the distance or if our goals will be realized. Perhaps we feel as if we need help making a decision and we want to know which choice will work out best. We may consult psychics, tarot cards, our dreams, and many other sources in the hopes of finding out what the future holds. Usually, at most, we may catch glimpses. And even though we think that we would like to know the whole story in all its details, the truth is that we would probably be overwhelmed and exhausted if we were aware of everything that's going to happen to us. Yeah, I could just see our heads just blowing off. Just think of your life as you have lived it up to this point. If you are like most of us, you have probably done and faced more than you could ever have imagined. If someone had told you as a child about all the jobs and relationships you would experience, along with each one's inherent ups and downs, you would have become overwhelmed. With your head full of information about the future, you would have had a very hard time experiencing your life in the present moment, which is where everything actually happens. In many ways, not knowing what the future has in store brings out the qualities you need to grow. For example, it would have been difficult to commit yourself to certain people or projects if you knew they would not ultimately work out. Yet it is through our dedication to seeing them through that you experience the lessons you needed to grow. Looking back on your life, you would very likely be hard pressed to say that anything in your past should not have happened. In fact, your most challenging experiences with their inevitable lessons may have ultimately brought you the greatest rewards. Not knowing the future keeps us just where we need to be, fully committed and in the present moment. Hmm. Wow. Grateful.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. 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 That was beautiful.
Mm,
It's in
mm.
alignment.
So, mm,
I am in
mm.
appreciation of that.
So I'd just like to do a check-in with everyone. I'd just like to do a check-in with everyone. And if the reading caught you, if there's something, this is what just came to mind is in this moment, think of one of the experiences you have already experienced that you knew grows you still to this day by leaps and bounds. And I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to start with the transition of my eldest son at 8 years old. To this day, that experience still reverberates through me and has grown me and allows me to keep becoming who I am. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Lillie?
Yes. I'm gonna say taking care of my grandmother. Uh,
Ashe.
it's it's changed me. I see things in a different light, especially taking care of her. Like while my mother transitioned, like the whole process of that, and still having to remain like steadfast and caring for her in the manner of what she needed care.
Mm.
It is definitely a journey. This has been it's different. It's different from working in any facilities. It's different from working in any homes. This is literally a 24-hour job. Some people say it's like taking care of a baby, but I really wouldn't put it in that category or under there. It's a little bit more deeper than that, a lot more deeper than that, honestly. And it has changed things, my perspective of things. And yeah, it's definitely something that's different. That's what I'll say. And it's not for everybody. And I wouldn't suggest that everyone do it because it's not. It's the task is something that not everybody can handle. So yeah, that is definitely definitely what.
Ashe. Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Well, I would like to. I don't want to share. I don't want to share right now, but I'm missing something from you, Lillie B, that I look forward to every time you come on.
Oh, oh, oh! Happy
Ashe.
Thursday, beautiful people.
Thank
How
you.
you all doing? Yeah, that I was getting ready to say that at the front, but we got straight to the business. So yes, happy Thursday, all my beautiful folks. How y'all feeling out there?
Hey.
Good.
We are
You have a
grateful,
beautiful smile.
grateful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Madeline.
Queen Aduni is
Yeah.
smiling in the house.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say now, so many things living in the now, just so many things went through my mind when I was listening to that. I thought of myself as a storyteller, because that's what I do. I storytelling, and the stories that have crossed my life and my world. And when you mentioned your the passing or transitioning of a loved one, my sister, it took, my sister was killed in Detroit some years back, and it took me to so many different places and journeys in my mind, in my spirit, in my love of fellow human, and where I stood on that, and it just transitioned my spirit to a place where I've come like almost full circle in accepting things, and then the spirit took me to a different place of I don't want to say of living her life through me, or there's a word for that, it's not coming to my head, but to take all of that anger that I felt at a time in my life, take all of that guilt that came to me at that time in my life, and turn it into something else. And I am so grateful that I have been able to turn it into an experience that is really actually beautiful. It's a complete and total circle. And I think of my ancestors, and I think of my sister, who is now an ancestor, because she has passed on. But and where those kind of things will take you, no matter what type of transition your loved one made. So yes, that took me to so many places, so many scary places, but so many beautiful places. And I thank you for that this morning. Even the breathing, to start with the breathing, because you breathe and you take advantage of the breaths that you take. And when you don't take time to take a deep breath, wow, and to concentrate and focus on that third eye, it just sent chills up my spine. So thank you, and I thank the spirits for bringing me here right now to this place with you beautiful sisters. Thank you so much. It means so much to me right now. It really does. Thank you.
I see.
Thank you. You
I
are
hope that made sense.
You are us, and we are you. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Miss Star, would you, Queen Aduni, did you want to share? You already shared.
Not yet. Go ahead, Star.
Okay. Star, would you like to get rising? Great day. How you be?
Rising. I be's wonderful.
Okay.
Mine would be going through chemo and my fear of it. I wasn't afraid of the cancer. God told me it didn't have the power to kill me. I was afraid of chemo, and I used that fear and experience to bring myself out of depression. And it helped me to realize that, or make depression a habit that needed to be broken, which gave me back the power instead of it having power over me. And that was the beginning of me being where I am right now. And my experience, well, my relationship where my relationship is with God right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Ashe. Thank you. Oh, Asante. Yes.
So I will
All
share.
right.
I actually
Thank you.
wrote down as a T-shirt, I'm fully committed to now. That's a T-shirt. Fully committed to now, right now. And that the reading hits me where God shows me visions of my babies, right? And so I'll see the full picture, and then I have to start back from the and sometimes I even go back of what I have not accomplished. And then I have to bring myself to the now, this moment right now. And it can be a little daunting to see the future, where I'm going, but realize that it's only right now. Where am I right now? I tell you, these things are moving around. I'm trying to catch them. And okay with right now. Yeah, because the now, when you look at, you know, what it said, it can be a little bit too much when you see, and then you realize where you are right now. But in the realization that you're fine right now, and all the things that you need to learn right now to even handle what you know is coming, you know. So that's where that reading really hit me, where there's so much that you have to learn. And if you were to walk in that right now, you wouldn't be ready. There's so much that you have to experience before that future becomes your now. And the experiencing of it in the now is what's bringing you to your present, your future now. You forget what I'm saying. So that's where it hit me, where is that,
yes,
we know that there was something where it says that God, you know, when you're driving, you can only see so far. And then, you know, but you can always see that far as you're driving. And then it just unveils itself. And then there may be an accident up there. Or there may be $1 million falling from the sky up there. You don't know what that is. But your concentration needs to be on your driving right now, so that you're safe right now. Or you realize that you're okay right now. And there's so much that you need to learn and get to learn right now. And so that right now, I become fully committed to my right now. That's all I have anyway. Yeah. And when the past comes up, just release that.
Thank you.
My practice is to release that and to remember, okay, bring yourself to the now. That's what that is really what has helped me to, you know, conquer some things I had experiences in my life. Is okay, are you okay right now? Yes, I'm okay right now. Right now. Even if it's pain, even if I'm experiencing pain, you know, physical pain, emotional pain, right now, I'm here to even feel it, you know. And so I thank God.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, I love you, Aduni. Thank you. That was so beautifully stated and so authentic. And the picture, this, like sometimes in Los Angeles when I'm driving, I look in the rear view mirror, and there's this one main street in Los Angeles. It was rush hour, and I was looking in the rear view mirror, and I didn't see anything behind me. Now it's rush hour. It should have been fully packed on that street. So I heard Spirit say, there's nothing behind you. You're right here. And so I kept driving and I kept on thinking, I don't need to look in the mirror. But, you know, the human part of me was like, am I trusting? And I look in the mirror and down this long stretch, I never saw anything behind me. So when I think of being in the now, I have that visual of me driving that car for that long stretch and there was nothing behind me. I was right here, right now, you know, fully present. And at first I thought that was like, you know, how does that happen? But it's happened, you know, how you count like sometimes experiences. It's actually happened 3 times in a row during rush hour on different streets. And so I think that's like a constant reminder, there's nothing behind me. Stay in the now, stay in the now. So thanks. All right. So let me see. Who else? Miss Juanita. I know you. Oh, Miss Evelyn, are you present? Are you driving or Miss Evelyn? Oh, okay. Oh, yep, you're ready. Do you want to share or you?
Yeah, she can't share right now.
Okay, she can share. All right. Miss Juanita, I know you just came on. And Miss Jackie, welcome. Great day. Good to see you. Can't wait to meet you. I feel like, of course, I know everybody. We all know each other. And Reverend Omani. So, okay, Miss Juanita, do you want to share? Oh, you're in the car too. Okay.
Good morning.
Like on the way to
Happy
doctor
Thursday.
appointment. Okay, Miss Evelyn. Great day. Happy Thursday.
I don't think
Did
they
you hear the
heard
reading at all? Okay.
Yeah.
So just what's your word of the day? What would you like to share? We're talking about being in the now. That's what the reading was about. And I'm gonna say it like it's the now is our eternal dance. So that's what the reading was about. But chime in.
Gratitude.
Okay. Gratitude. It
Yeah.
isn't. All right. Good.
Mama had
I'm with you.
heard the
I'm
reading.
with you. All right.
Yeah, and Jackie heard the reading.
Oh, Jackie.
And Mama had heard the reading.
Okay, Miss Jackie, would you like to share?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say 2 things really short. So Mama had said, Mama had said in the text, I second what Queen Aduni shares. So I third what Queen Aduni shares. What she shared, I third that.
Oh, great. Okay.
And I have
The third degree.
I third it, right?
Okay.
And
Oh, groovy.
I have
Okay.
a little joke. I'm not sure if you ever heard
Okay. I'm with the third.
Okay, and also a little joke. I'm not sure if you've heard this before, but this you say, is the past important? And you know, people say, well, past has some, you know, validity. You will say, yeah. If I say to you that is the past important, you probably say, well, it has something to it. It's okay. And is the future important? Yeah, okay. It's, you know, you have whatever your response. And then I say, is the present important? Too late.
Love it. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's so perfect. That's cool. Thank you. I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's good. I love that. Okay, Reverend Amani.
Good morning, Grand Rising.
Are you brushing your hair? Or what you doing, girl? Great day, girl. How are you?
I'm well, Grand Rising. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get myself off mute. I thought I was off mute.
Great.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
we hear you.
Oh, Grand Rising. Hello.
We hear you. Uh-huh.
Hello.
What you got to say about the now?
Great day, great day.
Oh my God.
She didn't
Too
hear
late, too late, too late.
Okay, right.
No.
Yeah, now it's all you have, really. And once you get really clear about how that principle works, you really get clear that now is all you have. There's nothing else, only now. But now to get your mind, to get your brain to cooperate with that, now that's another question.
Oh, yeah. That's a full-time job.
Yeah, to get your brain to really get that's all you have. That's another question.
That is a commitment.
Yeah, like this is the thing I'm really
that is a commitment.
Yeah, the thing I'm actually finding about the spiritual principles, we can sprout them easily, you know, they can easily be regurgitated, but actually the practice and the application of them, that's another whole ball game.
Yeah.
And that's really the ball game to really be in because, Oh, that's the ball game to be in because that's where you
that's
get.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's where I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's where you actually get the mastery and alchemy. Where you can actually, when you can actually bring the principle into play in the moment that your past is rushing in, or your future is beckoning you forward. But in that moment, if you can pull that principle in the now, that's when the door to consciousness opens and something else becomes available. That's all I'm trying to say.
Ashe. 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 Thank you. I love it. Love it. Mama had use the wisdom, use the knowledge. Ashe. Alrighty, Miss Lillie. I can't. Is anybody else on? Wasn't shared. Okay, Miss Lillie, are you on? So Lillie. Okay. Lillie. All right. So
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Hey Lillie. Okay, so
Hi.
Lillie wanted to actually have us write something immediate. I think it would be cool to write what she suggested at the beginning. So I'm gonna pass it to you.
Hey, good people. So something that was weighing on my heart was what was my intention for today? You know, what did I intend on doing? Like what's one thing, you know, something that you want to write, like a 1-minute writing of your intentions. What do you intend on doing today? What are your intentions for yourself? Maybe something for your business, maybe something, you know, a chore, something that you intend on doing. What are your intentions? What do you have set?
Not sure. Okay.
What do you have set?
You saw me react to the word chore. I said, you saw me react to the word chore. I don't, that's not in my vocabulary, but I love it. So I have my timer. I'm setting it for everybody. Got it. Take pen, pencil in hand, your paper, and for 1 minute, your intention today.
Yes.
All right. So I'm on the mark. Get ready. Get set. G-O. Okay. And there goes our timer. And all right. Okay. So we're just blessing what has come through. And Lillie, would you like to share?
Yes. Today I intend on doing a little something for myself. This is actually something for myself. I have a little load of clothes that I would like to wash. Also, I intend on doing something for me that's taking care of my hands. I'm going to soak them a little bit in some warm water, a little alcohol, Epsom salt, because they've been aching. I utilize my hands for a lot of things. So do a little soak, and I'm going to do my fingernails. That is my intention today. And and also I intend to have a good day. That is it.
Ashe. So I just want to chime in on your use of the word little at least 4 times.
Okay.
Just an observation.
Yeah.
You are, and today's expansion day. So just think of Thursday in our expansion day. Go big. This is Jupiter day. Go big or little, or just, I'm going to expand that into the expression. Yeah, I felt a shrinking every time you said little. So
Okay.
just an observation. All right. And who would like to go next?
I'll go next. Today, my intention is to get acquainted with these new teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a full day right there.
Have mercy. I know that one.
Lordy.
All right. You and Tifa's and you
We
are
gonna
one
dance today.
Mama
right.
said,
Miss Madeline, what would you?
Okay, well, I had to get up and get
What
a
she
pen.
say?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, so today I had to,
Yes.
first of all, I had to get up and get a pen and a piece of paper. So I got up, I lost some time, but the thoughts came quickly. And the first thing I jotted was to connect and engage. Connect and engage. But then I thought of the reading and of that third eye that you started with, and on the I call it the warm up, the spiritual warm up. And my intention is to live in the now. To live in the now. That's one thing. And so I got the list came real quick. So first I put connect and engage, living in, and then exercise. Oh my goodness. I've been feeling that because I'm a walker and I have not been walking for the last 4 or 5 months, 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3, whatever. It feels like a lifetime because my body responds quickly to the non-energizing of the limbs. And so, and then the other thing were my lines. I'm learning lines. I'm in a show. I got cast in a show at the Detroit Repertory, and I am learning the most beautiful lines. The lines, it's just, and the sister lives, it's Aunt Esther. It's an August Wilson piece, A Gem of the Ocean. And oh my goodness.
Oh
connection.
my God.
Oh my good. So that's the other one. And the other one, the very last, but the most important thing, and then I put go big. Somebody said go big. I put go big. But I also put spread positive energy. Good. That's how I ended my list. Spread positive energy. Right. That's a lot. But that list came quick, fast, and in a hurry. Amen. Amen. I say
yes.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Okay. Yeah. My head. The reset and rebirth queen. Okay. Anyone? And what did Mama Head say? I don't know why I don't put on my glasses. Star, you were saying.
I was reading what Mama Head was saying.
Star.
I was reading.
What did she say?
She said, she was talking about clean. She said, your hands have been relieved of the hiding. And then Queen said, Ashe, but my tongue is working overtime. And then it says the reset and rebirth queen, how great a moment is to have it happen at the end of the year to begin the new year. New.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a chime in about the end of this calendar year. My chime in, because I believe on my born day, my solar return, which is 12/13, my new year began. So begin. So I believe everybody is already in their new year. So there's no waiting for anything to happen because it is already happening to us and through us. You guys have, everybody on here, other than any other December born days, your new year to me started then. So you're already in your flow. So I believe let's keep the gas lit, the spark going, and keep your new year going. And when we collectively celebrate into the newness of that calendar flipping over, we're already in the mode. We don't have to wait for anything. It's already, we're already birthing.
Yeah.
You know, we're already there. So that's just my take on it. Okay. Anyone else want to share? The Miss Juanita's in the car. Star, you want to share what your intention?
Well, before I share my intention, we have to leave our home today. Me, Queen Adunia, and Phil, because they're coming to reglaze the kitchen and the bathroom. So,
Oh.
usually tell. Well, no, I can tell when God wants to talk. And so, wherever it is that I go, my intention is to be present and listen to what He has to say. So that is my intention today. Wherever it is that I
share. And how many hours is that?
We won't know until he gets here and tells us.
Oh, I share. Okay. All right.
Juanita
Gotcha.
has her
Miss Juanita. Okay. Thank you, Star.
Cool.
Juanita, Miss Juanita, you.
Okay. So my intent today is to operate in gratitude in all that I think, do, and say. Let that be my foundation, my baseline, the power, allowing that power to operate in me. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be grateful for letting that lift call go. Because gratitude for what has been, what is, and what will be allows me to really bring my best to the moment. Gratitude.
And so I just want to ask a question. When you are aligned with that and set your intention to do that, how does that make you feel?
Oh, happy, totally happy, because the appreciation allows you to experience the good in all of it. It brings the light to the good, you know. In the moment of bad experiences, we may not see the good in the moment. You know, if something's hitting you upside the head, in that moment, you might not be able to see the good of it, but focusing on gratitude, that I'm grateful that I'm still here in this moment to realize I just got hit upside the head with something, and I'm still God's child. And so whatever that was that hit me up, yeah, I'm still God's child. And for me, all things work together for my good because I'm God's child. I love him and I'm committed to his purpose. So as I've learned to get excited when I see adversity coming, because it's like the bigger the problem, the bigger the blessing that comes with it. So that's what gratitude does for me.
Beautiful. So I'd just like to share the last flights I was on, coming out of Las Vegas back to Detroit at 9 o'clock. the times, but whatever. It was like half an hour went by, 5 minutes. So there were some women at the information desk of the Frontier Airlines. So I said, okay, there's an opportunity here. I'm not sure where it is. So I walked up to the desk. I said, I've not heard an announcement why our flight is delayed and we're not boarding. I wanted to be really in the gratitude. I really wanted to be in the gratitude while I was asking this question. But all of a sudden, I was feeling the collective consciousness of people with their babies. I never seen a longer line of people in assisted chairs. It was at least 12 people lined up. So I said, maybe could you make an announcement to relieve my anxiety? What's going on? She says, this young Black woman, the flight attendants are not here yet. I was like, is this a red flag? The flight attendants are not here and we're waiting 45 minutes after we're supposed to board. So I said, okay. So I said, well, I really, I wanted to get that information. Maybe would you mind announcing it over the intercom so other people with children who are crying and, maybe some other people are feeling like I do. She goes, well, if I announce it, somebody's going to come up right after I announce it and ask me what's wrong again. I said, my dear, isn't that your job? Isn't that why you're present here? And I was calm, just like that. And the inside, I was trying to be grateful for the delay, be grateful for it all. So the greatest thing I got out of it before I walked around her of being in that moment is I looked her in the eyes and I said, you know what? I really appreciate you. I really appreciate, from my heart, I appreciate you. And I walked away. And as soon as I walked away, about 5 people were like, thank you. Because she was announcing over the intercom, whatever system, why the plane was 45 minutes delayed at least. So I couldn't, like I'm saying, just sharing with you, it was difficult to be so grateful in the moment, but I was appreciative. So for me, that still kept me in the mode is, okay, I'm not far off saying thank you, Lord, and whatever comes with this, but it was a challenge in that moment. It really was. So thanks for sharing. Okay, Jackie, would you like to share what? Oh, Miss Juanita, you have more to say?
Facts, Mama had.
No? Okay. All right. Miss Jackie, what's your intention?
My intention is always to make things fun. So like I do, like anything that's coming up for me today or anything that's going to show up, I'm always looking to see if I call MIF, M-I-F. How can I make it fun?
I like that.
Oh, I love that. MIF it. That's so cute. MIF it. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be a MIF girl. I'm gonna be in camp. I love that. Thank you. Queen Reverend Omani, your intention?
I am going to be here now. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just gonna be present and doing the thing that I'm doing rather than think about what I want to do next, or I don't really want to do what I'm doing. So whatever I'm doing today, I'm gonna be here now in the moment with the thing that I'm doing.
Yes.
I'll take that.
And
right. I'm with it.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing how now can have so many elements?
Yes.
Can have so many elements to it.
Yeah, right now.
This is an awakening for me. It's like now I'm here with you all, and as I'm navigating to pick up this rider, that's part of my now, and I'm okay with, it's more than one thing going on now.
Yes. Now has so many different components to it. Like when you really look at it and pay attention, when you organize things, now living in the now has a lot more components than the past. It's like you have to be present to keep
It's like
the student going and focused and able to balance.
Open.
Yes.
Juggling.
Open to receive,
Juggling.
open to learn, open to
Yeah.
do. But you got to do it now and in the now, because you can't do it in the past and you can't do it in the future.
Juggling and multitasking.
Hi, Mama Hat.
Hey, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your turn.
So, Mama Hat, would you like to chime in?
I would. I've had so much to, oh man, my mind is just going. Well, first of all, greetings, everybody. Greetings.
Yes.
Jazz hands. Woo.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get
jazz
some
hands.
exercise in right quick. Just give the wrist a little work. Yeah, what I wanted to share so much. You all have been saying what I wanted to say, so I haven't had to say anything, but I've been typing. The future is the past right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Ashe. Yes.
The future
is
the past right now.
Past right now. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
It goes around.
I just it's just really something. Now really listen to you talk about that instance with the whole airline. I don't know what it is about my 1900s training, but the philosophy of life and they said common sense ain't common. It's uncommon now. Because the whole ability to to understand how to help keep the angst down of your customers is not something that people understand, because there's a very short patience now. There's no fuse at all. We used to have people used to have short fuses. Now they don't have fuses at all. And I love to call it the Ricky Lake and Jerry Steinfeld people, because all of that to keeping the stress going. So that's why we Elizabeth, so we can help defrag those things. Like now, Nawili, you giving that young lady, like, why didn't she know that? Why not communicate with the customers to let them know, hey, go, if you all have children that are crying, go, walk around with them to help, give yourself some, things like that. Little things to help defrag a situation. I would have been like, let's do the 5 rights.
I know. I started to do a line dance or something.
Yes. They don't think to, I'm not going to say they don't think. Like when I was working the Juanita, no, not Juanita. How Mama Juanita. When I was working, when we were selling books for Tabitha Brown, and people would get upset with me with things I had no control over. I just did a squat. And they were like, wow, how can you do that? I said, because I work out with Miss Lizette. So I changed the whole attitude of the people that were going to be mad after I talked to that lady who was mad, and the people that people that were already mad. I did squats and everybody joined in. I was like, dang girl. I was like, yep. And one time I even crawled up under the table to get through a tense moment. The lady was like, did you just? I said, yes. My knees work well because I exercise, just things like that to help change the, how people are feeling. And I had to get to that because I didn't used to do that. I used to be a little angry BIT. Change your mind and your life will change. All right.
So you changed their focus. Yeah, took their mind off of that and gave them something else to think about. Yeah.
Right. It's like you said, internally you set a higher intention for the experience for all, Yeah.
Yeah, my sister was telling me, a lot of times.
Thank you, Mama Hat.
I was just saying, a lot of times when people are angry, my sister told me when I shared about that, she said, I'm not the one that you mad at. You're bringing your anger to me. I'm not, and if I'm involved, I'm not gonna let you have it. I'm gonna take it down. I'm either gonna shut up That's the best one. I mean, excuse me, to be quiet.
Yes. Yes.
To just stop talking. Stop. Don't feed it, because every time you say something, it feeds it. So just either be quiet or do something fun. Fun is like Jackie said. Keep that little, keep your little girl right next to you so you can use her when needed.
Hey, dear, how are you?
I love it. I want a Miffit t-shirt. Yes, I love it. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to allow our guest to, I mean, she's in like Flint, so we love her. We've been waiting for her. Miss Madeline Porter. I met her at a wonderful play. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful play at the Detroit Public Theater. Is that correct? My downtown. I was so excited to go. I thought I was going to walk there, and I could have, but I ended up taking a Lyft, which was a great experience with the Lyft driver. I always have these engaging conversations. And so when I got there, she was at the front door. And I was like, wow, what a beautiful sister. I know she's more than a greeter, because I could just feel her energy. And so we started chatting it up, and she had on her outfit. She was looking snazzy, and I was trying to be snazzy. And I was like, I'm going to have this experience. And so we just started chatting. And then someone else came up that was with the group. And then somehow we end up taking a picture together, the three of us. And, I was like, oh, so who are you? And she gave me this, when she said, now when you say the word engage, anytime I hear that, because that's part of her divine purpose in this whole theater and probably her life. She's always been engaging people, but now that's part of one of her titles, job titles, I should say. So I, when I heard her title, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I should know her, whoever she is. And so I went in and saw the play, which was extraordinary. Came out, we chatted out a little, and I was like, I guess I, said something about the Elizabeths, and I was like, no, she got to be on the show. So without further ado, I'm going to let her introduce herself, because she has a list of beautiful, accomplishing things she's done in her life. And now to hear she's like in training for August Wilson experience, I'm just like more than excited to bring my sister in, Miss Madeline Porter.
Greetings, greetings. I am so happy to be here. And thank you for inviting me, sister. Thank you. I'm feeling a wonderful energy in this Zoom room. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, my name is Madeline Porter, and I am the Connectivity and Engagement Manager. Connectivity and Engagement Manager. Could a title not be more warming and welcoming? And, I've been doing that all my life. I've been connecting and engaging. And what better thing than to have a job where you connect and engage? I'm in the community. I'm vibing with people. I'm running into people I know from my work as an artist and a performing artist, as a writer, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to be able to embrace the city. And I work at Detroit Public Theater because they are in line with what my beliefs in using arts to educate, to reach, and to teach. And that is what I do. I work at the many places. When you mention a now, my now is like, wow. It's a beautiful, full and wonderful journey. And interestingly enough, the now with this August Wilson piece is sharing. The young sister said, is it Hetheru? Am I saying it right? Hetheru? She said that the now is the yes, she said the now is the future. She put it together so beautifully. And the piece that I'm doing puts all that, she said, on stage. And I thought that was a wonderful segue into, it says my battery's running low. I may have to get up and plug in. But anyway, she summed up what my my role as an connectivity engagement manager is. So just to briefly tell you what's going on at the theater right now, the future is the past right now. Thank you, Ashe. Thank you. Thank you. And that's exactly what the gem of the ocean is all about, because we are all gems of the ocean, whether we know it or not. And our ancestors are gems in the ocean. Anyway, you got to come see it. I don't want to tell you if you don't know it. So I'm going to briefly tell you now what's going on at Detroit Public Theater. Right now we're doing a presentation, Nora, and I believe it's important to use the arts to educate. And when I say educate, our experiences on stage, when you see stories told to you, maybe a story you weren't familiar with, maybe a part of history across the globe that you didn't know was going on, and our cultures cross over so much. John Henrik Clarke said, no other folks' history, and you know your own, because we're all up in it. So Nora, and just briefly to read the synopsis, 8 years ago, Nora and her family fled their home in Iraq. Today, she plans the perfect Christmas dinner to celebrate their new life in New York. But when the arrival of a visitor stirs up long buried memories, she and her husband are forced to confront the cost of their choices and retrace the past they left behind. The Michigan premiere is written by and stars award-winning, internationally acclaimed, Michigan-born, Iraqi-American playwright and actor Heather Raffel. Now, we as the Black people in this community have a heck of a relationship with the Arab Christian community. They run our liquor stores. Right now, they're running our dispensaries. They have a lot of them are Iraqis, and they come from their country. They fled their country for ISIS. ISIS ran a lot of them out. And then they had a thing, the Muslims and the Christians were at one point, like we do. We live in harmony with our, no matter what denomination you worship, there's only one higher power. And so we all worship that higher power. And at one point, they understood that with each other, and then ISIS came along for them and just disrupted the whole harmony of coming together. And there was always strife, like there is here, in religious conflicts. So that's what this play is all about. And then when this young woman comes in, it deals with feminism and suppression of women in other countries, and because of religious limitations, and the limitations and restrictions put on a woman in so many ways. And so this is, I think it's a very interesting piece because of that. The piece after that, which opens in February, is called The Peculiar Patriot. Now, this is written by a sister, and LaQuanda Betsy Ross knows a lot about the New York State penitentiary system. And I think a lot of us deal with family members, friends, or somebody that hasn't been impacted by the system. And so what happens is her regular visits to loved ones in correctional facilities have made her quite the expert and a self-proclaimed peculiar patriot. And that's the name of the piece. In between neighborhood updates and gossip, Betsy educates herself and the audience on the systematic inequity within America's criminal legal system and its effect on those behind bars, as well as their family and friends. This is the Michigan premiere of Lisa Jesse Peterson's award-winning, riveting tour de force solo piece. So this is quite an interesting, beautifully written, and she takes on all the different characters. She takes on all the different things. It's interdisciplinary piece, because there's filming going on. You hear change, you hear doors locking, you hear things going on in your mind, in your spirit, that are happening to people, to her world, and to anyone's world. That just imagine hearing that clanging and of solitary confinement. And some of us are solitarily confined in our spaces, and we don't even know it. So it brings forth a lot of thoughts and a lot of emotional feelings that a lot of us have. So this is why I chose theater as my mission in life. I think it chose me. And so I highly recommend you come. And I really would love for the Grand Rising sisters and or brothers to come and join us. And you can always get in touch with me through I call you my metaphysical sister. That's how I put you on my contact sheet. Nawili, I put my metaphysical sister. So that's how I identify, because I said, now, wait a minute, how do you say your name? What is, because you never put your name down. You always referred to yourself in a different, in another term. I can't even remember what it was, but I just gave you the name of metaphysical sister. Now I know it's Miss Griffin. It's Nawili, sister Nawili. So anyway, yes.
Nawili.
Nawili. See,
Nawili.
that's why I said the Nawili. That's why I said metaphysical, because I knew I said it wrong. Nawili. So thank you for correcting me. So yes. So I don't know if you have any questions you want to ask. And then just a little bit about myself. I have been blessed with so many beautiful vibes and so many beautiful spirits in my world. In 2019, I was awarded the Kresge Arts in Detroit Award. I tour Sojourner Truth all over. I work out of the Detroit Historical Museum. I wrote a piece called The Great Migration that I chronicled 3 sisters that came from the South to the North. In fact, I have a show tomorrow. Came from the South to North. So I do Joe Lewis's mother, and it follows the wave of the Great Migration and what is happening to us politically and socially during that time with each passing era. And so I followed Joe Lewis's mother. Then I followed Marjorie Peoples Myers, who was the first Black graduate, first of Wayne State's medical school. And then I end with Martha Jean the Queen on the air when the insurrection breaks out in 1967. And the students that come to see it are just so amazed. First of all, they can't believe that the telephone is a rotary and they want to know how to use it. And that always tickles me. So they go, how you push it? And it is amazing the things that they look at, and then the history and their connection. They don't know a lot of things about the Burwood Wall, that part of it's still there, our history right here in this city. They don't have an idea that the Sojourner Truth Project was occupied by white folks. And when I go to schools in that area, they're like, oh, we couldn't live there. Certain things just don't dawn on, and they learn about not just the pandemic of, I have the privilege of adding to and putting to the story as things progress or digress. And so I added in the pandemic and wearing masks, and then I remind them of polio that took place in 1916 and the transgressions and all the different, and they're like, what's that? They have not a clue. They are clueless of the 67 insurrection and how close and personal it was to our community and how it devastated the community of Detroit. Not a clue. And so I feel like it is my mission to teach and to remind us of and teach our children especially of what's in their hands and what it's the power that they need to get within in order to restore the power without. So I say that to say I love what I do. And I thank you again for having me on the on this program. And I intend to come back again if I am welcome to come back. And just as a to vibe with you all, because I think this is just a beautiful experience for me to get on here at 8 a.m. And I was sleeping in because I had a late rehearsal, and I said, oh, got to get up. And so I don't know if you have any questions. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask? I
do. So the piece that
I can't hear.
So that the piece you're doing right now,
Nora.
have I muted myself? Oh.
We hear you. We
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay, and where are you doing the piece? Can you hear me, Madeline?
You went out. It's like you went out and came back in. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the piece that you're doing now, where it's historical and educational, is that open to the public, and when and
Yes,
how?
yes, yes. It runs until we close December 18. It opened November 16 and it runs until December 18. So you still have time to come. If you are, I would love to have this group come, the Grand Rising, to come, as a group. We have group rates. I can send that info to you. We can pass it on. I can send it to you, and Sister, and we can, you can pass it on to the group. I don't know if you have access to emails and things, and I can, shoot you the group rate and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah.
Are you you at the Detroit Repertory Theater? Is that where
I'm at Detroit Public Theater, but the show Gem of the Ocean, Detroit Public is in Midtown. We were housed at Detroit Orchestra Hall for our first.
You froze. Everybody froze. Did the internet go out?
I can still hear you, Queen Aduni.
I'm not frozen and I can still hear.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she needed to power up her device. I don't know if she got it.
Right.
She did mention
that. Okay.
Well, so much of my grandmother, my grandma Clara. Oh my gosh, I'm just sitting here like, oh, thank you God for the visual.
I definitely
love when I see people that look like.
Interested in as a group going to see, or at least we can get the. I'm sorry.
But probably just as a
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes. Probably as there you go.
Okay.
So Madeline, what days are you performing? Unmute yourself.
You need to unmute yourself.
My uncle, like we were down to just me and him, and he ended up having a heart attack on the job.
I had to go plug in. My power went completely out. Yeah. So I'm sorry. What was your question?
What days are you performing?
Okay, now I'm not performing in Nora. I am. Do you mean at Detroit Rep or for Nora? Which one are you speaking of?
The one you're asking us to come to.
Okay, Nora opens. It runs Thursday. We have a show tonight, Thursday through Sunday. We have an 8 p.m. show Thursday, an 8 p.m. show Friday, a 2 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show on Saturday, and a 2 p.m. show on Sunday.
Okay.
So we have 2 more weekends. We have this weekend and we have, it's going fast. We have next weekend. So you still have time to come as a group if you like, and I can share with you whatever is needed for you to come. And as they say,
individually, what are the tickets individually?
It depends on the night you come.
Okay.
So the prices vary anywhere from 31, I don't have the price in front of me, up to 52.50 for the prime, like Saturday night.
Okay, well, if you get that information to Nawili, and then she can post it, and I don't know if we can come as a group, pulling a group together, but we will. I definitely want to see it, and we have to go on our own individual schedules.
Right.
But, if you get that information to Nawili, then she can post where we can, where to call to get the information and stuff like that.
Right. Nawili, would you do me a favor and send me your email via text, and then I will send that to you?
Yes. Okay. So the one. Okay, so Nora is the one about the Iranian
The
family.
Iraqi, yes, yes.
Correct?
Yes, the Iraqi family, yes.
Iraqi family.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, but the one that you were mentioning where you are educating about the history of Detroit, where is that?
I have a show.
Are you doing that now?
Yeah, yes, I am. It's an ongoing piece I do. I toured. In fact, I did it at Wayne County Community College. They had me. I thought I may have sent that to you, all about the arts, and and that series is over. I did three different pieces, three different one-woman performances that I wrote. One was Sojourner Truth, the story of life and times. The other one is called Life is Fine. And it's an inspiring piece for all of us going through any age group, and especially seasoned sisters and brothers, to inspire us to carry on and to not sit and you know how we go through our and a lot of us suffer from depression. I do a piece called The Business of Staying Young. And it's a mental thing. It's because I know some old young folks, because they'll sit around at age 25 and 30. I'm tired. And so, yeah, it's so, and then I have another piece I did called, and they had me do the Underground Railroad, where I come in as a runaway. And I teach them the code songs and what they mean and how they have passed on through time, and what those songs, those codes meant. And so, yeah, so I am doing, I go to different, the Detroit Historical Museum sends me out, or they bring groups in to see me perform. So my next performance there's school groups that come in, but anyone's welcome to come. I have a schedule, and I can let you know. My next Great Migration is going to be on, Friday, but I'm going to Pontiac. And then I have another one on the 15th, I believe, which is going to be at the museum. And it's a 10 o'clock show, 10 a.m. And it's at the museum, the Detroit Historical, in the auditorium. And that's the 15th. And then I have one, I think the 20th is a virtual one. And but these go on throughout the year. So I can send you, I might have 2 and 3 shows a day. I might have, it just all depends on when I get bookings.
Madeline, do you direct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I direct as well.
I definitely want to get in contact with you about some things. I was going in that direction. Years ago. I would do one-man plays and travel around and do that, and then as well do plays. And then I opened my business and I had to focus. Because I was money.
I know that's right. What is your business?
I have a natural hair school and salon.
Oh, I need to come see you. So I'll get your
yeah, we will talk.
Yes.
Because I can definitely see the Elizabeths doing some things, sponsoring some things, as well as this group is very talented, period. And we'll be around for a while.
All right.
There's several things that we would like to do and tap into all of the talents and stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So we will definitely be in touch. I'll be, I know sister's always keeping me updated on what's going on. She's been trying to get me on the program forever. She's like, come on in my schedule, just I'm either gone or touring or what have you. So yes, so I'm just delighted to be here.
I have a question. Quick question.
Is that a question from Peace and Love?
Yes, Peace and Love. Sorry, I can't show my video right now, but just quick question. Since I'm in New Jersey, New York area, I'd like to know about the virtual performances that you mentioned, so I could see that.
Well, that's on the school districts book me in on virtual performances. So if someone wants a virtual performance, then they either contact me or they contact the library or through word of mouth. The museum. Or sometimes it's word of mouth, like now, like somebody said, well, would you do a virtual performance for us? I'm like, sure, I could do the Great Migration right here for this group virtually. I could do performances, Sojourner, I can do whatever, Life is Fine. I can do whatever. It can be a virtual presentation as well.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jackie. Mama Het.
Greetings. But Madeline, thank you for being here again. I just wanted to say you remind me so much of my mother's mother, and thank you for giving me her vision today, because she was her birthday was actually Monday, the 6th.
Oh.
So thank you for looking like her and just bringing her energy today. And you said you were Sojourner Truth. I have been Sojourner Truth. We did a play at a school, and all the teachers got together and decided that's the Ain't I a Woman speech.
I can see you doing Ain't I a Woman. I was just going to say that the Sojourner Foundation hired me and I toured it with them forever. And they kind of disbanded. A lot of them transitioned and things happened. But for years at the Everette-Hale, every year I was doing Sojourner, and hundreds of politicians and groups and everyone. So through that, I got many bookings, like with there's an organization of Black professional women that have hired me several times to go out and do Sojourner for. So I appreciate yes.
Now,
And I can definitely see you doing it.
Thank you. Let me tell you how I remembered my lines. So I was ironing for my lines, and honey, when I tell you I put my cue cards on my ironing board, Ain't I a Woman? I remembered most of it, but sometimes I'll get to the point where I get so excited, or I'll practice so much and get there and go. So I just put my cards as my
I love you, cue cards
on my ironing board, baby. Nobody knew.
I love it. I love you. I think that's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
That's called a teleprompter for real. You remind me of a sister. She's a spoken word artist. Her name is Natasha Miller. You remind me of Natasha. Natasha's beautiful, but her energy is similar. But her, you might have a lot more, this positive glow about you. This energy that's all up in your eyebrows. I'm looking at you. I'm like, this sister here got some energy. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Peace.
Well, Queens, I have to exit my house. I will switch over my power to my phone. And but if anything happens, I think you can still keep coming on. It'll keep going. I think. Okay. And it'll take me about 5 minutes to get over to the house. To the shop. They're doing some work in my house, so I have to go out because of the fumes. Just letting you know, like, what happened? But I think it'll still continue on.
Are you the host? Are you the host? You might need to make somebody else the host.
Oh, would that keep them on?
Yes.
Okay. As long as do you have to cut the machine off? Because I think
no, I'll still be on.
Okay.
I'm going to use my hotspot.
Right.
On my phone. So, but just in case,
we'll just come back on if something happens.
But Sheila.
Yes.
If you go to participants.
Yeah. Who do I give some power to?
Whoever you can make the host. Whoever you want to make the host.
Mama Het, are you volunteering?
Yes.
No. What? Nawili, are you Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, maybe it's not.
Yes. I'm on my phone.
I can do it in holding if somebody else, if we need to switch it off, I can always switch it off. That's fine. I don't mind.
That, baby. I'll do that.
All right.
You may continue.
All right.
All right. Blessings to you. So I was going to ask you, so the August Wilson piece, first I want to ask you about the Peculiar Patriot. When does it come to theater?
It opens, let me get my correct date. I'm going, right? That really worked out. Okay, so
welcome,
Peculiar Patriot opens February 8th. And runs until March the 5th. It opens February 8th and runs March 5th. And I will be sending out the promo and the marketing to you. Now, Nawili, I'll make sure you get that.
Okay.
And I will, and then I can pass it on. And
yes,
I get people in the thread. If I get you on my email thread, then I can just send it out myself to everyone. And you,
wonderful.
And I'll just send all the info. And anything that I'm doing besides Detroit Public, I can just share it and invite everyone.
Oh, we so appreciate. Oh, great. And so the August, you're learning your lines now for August.
Sure am. I got 35. I wish I had an ironing board, Mama. I wish I had an ironing board because I got so many monologues. You just won't believe it. But you know, they just kind of roll. August Wilson is a poetic. They want to call him the Black Shakespeare, but I think I just don't like relating him to a European personally. I like relating him to the magic of his pen. And his words roll off. It's so conversational.
Yeah.
You can hear his Aunt Esther, and you can hear Uncle Alfred, or they call him, a Sally. You can hear them roll off his pen. He has talked to these people, and they have been in his life. So yeah, I got a million monologues, but I love it. It's not a monologue, it's a spiritual awakening. Yes. And it's really, really a good thing in my life.
Wow.
Peace came to me at a point in my life when spirituality is coming back. And it's like, okay, now we're gonna put this back in your zone. The spirit said this is coming back in your zone, and the peace came to me. The director called and asked me to audition. The artistic director said, "You got to come do this, Madeline." I said, because this is storytelling at its most, the ultimate storyteller. So, and it's just a piece that came my way by divine order. And so I love it.
Yeah.
And I really highly recommend it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's not easy.
You kind of broke up.
I broke up. Yeah, it's not really easy to because a lot of people have seen it, especially folks from the other persuasion. You're like, what's going on? But if you don't understand who we are, and if you don't understand but it's a great history lesson for many people. So a lot of people have learned from watching August Wilson's pieces, and he did them, in a series. Yes. And he didn't write them in order.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody else has any questions.
Not at all. Anyone else? Let me see, or comments.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sister Madeline, Mother Queen Madeline, and
all right.
Thank you, Queen Nawili, for bringing her on. This is so awesome. I can't wait to get to see your show and, for us to be together to experience that. Thank you so much. God bless you.
So very welcome. So very, very welcome. And now really, please don't forget to send me your email. Because I will send you the info for Nora right away. And then Peculiar Patriot, I'll get that out to you when the marketing material comes to me.
Sacred art is like the theater, because it's renovated, right? That space it's so
brand new.
Every seat in there, every seat in there is wonderful. Theater, it's like wow. And I think for me,